Good morning. So, um, a lot of what we talk about here, or what I talk about here in the mornings, is the tough stuff. We talk about the tough stuff. The crazy mind. I mean, my whole message is how to live free, how to live out of the crazy mind. How to not be caught in it. So, um, yeah, that's what I want to talk about this morning. The as many of you know, I've been in recovery. I've been in recovery for a long time. Since 1980, and in my years, and even before, um, I've known a lot of people to take their lives, and it's always a bit of a mystery to me. It's always like, wow, you know, um, and I'm not going to say that I haven't all over my lifetime that I haven't considered it, but not and I think that I don't know at one level many of us in recovery of course have considered it. I mean, it's if you ask for a show of hands and in a room of recovering addicts and alcoholics, you're going to get almost 100%. um, but no matter what's going on in our lives at the moment, I love the saying, "This too shall pass." So, uh, this too shall pass, and because that's the truth. It shit can look pretty bad, and then the next day it's a whole new ball game, and the thing is that uh, the whole recovery program is about helping us to get out of the crazy mind, because the crazy mind has a limited perspective, a limited perspective. It can only see, you know maybe what's not happening. It can't see what is happening, or what it sees it is happening often doesn't actually perceive it in the way it's supposed to be. you know we all have our plans. We all do. We all make plans. We think, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And then, we realize that the universe, God, love, has its own plans. And the beautiful thing about meditation and doing this work is that we allow ourselves to get into the flow of life. And then in the flow of life, in the moment, we're not disappointed. We're we're more like in an adventure. And if things don't work out the way we thought they were going to, oh well, a big oh well. So, anyway, that being said, when when a young man takes his life in my world, like what happened yesterday with a young friend of mine, it's sad. Yeah, that's sad. I feel I had some sadness, and I was up a lot through the night in prayer, because in my world, it's not over because he's left the body. And so later today, we're going to have a Zoom call. There's a whole bunch of us. This young man was part of our meditation group for a year and a half, and even though I haven't been in touch with him, others have. And um, so tonight we're going to have a bit of a group of us together on Zoom, and send prayers and love to his family and to him. And yeah, it's a permanent decision, for problems that aren't permanent. You know what I mean? It's a it seems like a bit of an over the top decision when one takes their own life. So consider this, if it's up for you, if you think about it, if, reach out. Reach out. There's people that care. There's people that care. I had a man reach out to me last night, another man, a different man, reached out to me last night, and because he's in the middle of it, angry and really in the middle of it, and threatening to take his own life, and we spent time on the phone, and I hopefully will spend time with him today, and it's a it's an interesting time. We're surrounded. Yesterday actually the energy felt really heavy, really heavy. We're surrounded by a bit of a heavy energy right now. So reach out to folks. If your intuition says that that you should call so and so, call them. And if you're feeling really in it, you know, um, call it whatever you want, depression. If if the way out doesn't seem obvious, reach out. Reach out to me. Seriously, reach out to friends. I mean, things will pass. Life is an adventure. It is an adventure. So, I'm just I'm sharing with you that we know we've all, especially those of us in recovery, we've all had these thoughts, and so reach out. We can move through things together. Okay, we can move through things together, and I'm here for you. There's lots of people that are here and are willing and open and you know more than available to spend time and talk about what's going on. As we lay things on the table, it's like and being present with somebody else can be very helpful. So there are many answers besides that big answer of taking your life. Okay, and the other point is that it does leave people behind who are. It's difficult. It's difficult for those who don't go. The mom and dad and exes and everybody. It's hard for us. So just consider that you know, yeah, give yourself a break. My whole thing is that if we practice this being in the moment, and how do we get to the moment? There's a whole bunch of ways. Meditation, bring us into this, learning about it, read Eckhart Tolle's book, David Hawkins' book, study this 12 steps. They are all about being present, being here now. Everything that is, was, or ever will be is in this moment. And the story that the mind is making up is about an illusion, what might have happened or what might happen. It's just an illusion. It's bullshit. Okay? What's real is in the moment. So this is where we have to get. And so if we're angry or fearful or you know thinking selfish thoughts, come here now into this moment. And if you'd feel like you don't get it, just talk to me about it. I'll talk about being present for hours. I love it's my favorite subject. I'll talk with you about it for hours. If you really want to try to, grasp it or get a language around it, or literally, like I'll make time. And because in the moment is joy. In the moment is freedom. So, yes, be here now. And in the moment, we're uplifted. We really are. And so prayer helps, meditation helps, helping others helps, being vulnerable helps, sharing your secrets. Secrets are what take us out, and we one of the things in the 12-step world is that, we really prescribe no secrets. And that doesn't mean you have to go to a meeting and tell everybody, but you sit with your sponsor, or you sit with your you know, your compadres, your friends in recovery, and share your innermost stuff, whatever it is, your fears or your anger, or you know, it's not just in a fifth step. It can happen at any time, and you know, and let the love wash over you of the moment. So that's my talk for today about that. And if any of you want to join us tonight at 7 o'clock, let me know, and I'll send you the Zoom link, and yeah, that's it. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, honey, I'm glad that you show up here. Thank you. Um, Also, I want to invite you to come to the YouTube channel. We're trying to build that old YouTube channel. What an adventure that is. So it's fun to be doing shit, you know, and I love it anyway. Um, you know, I found my way, if you will, in this, and I I kind of avoided this for a long time. So we got it 9:15, and what day is it? It is da, 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 um, what day is it? It must be the 17th, is it? Mm. Oh, there we go. Is it the 18th? It is the 18th. Okay. And my phone had, I have an Apple phone, and it had gone to the Mickey Mouse. Oh, you can't see that, but it went to the Mickey Mouse thing. There it is, all by itself. And which is actually my message today is don't take it too seriously. Don't take it too seriously. It's a, you know, these too shall pass. You know, yeah. Reach out and share your life, but reach out and help others. Okay, the 18th. This is from a little book they've been reading from for quite a while, since the 1st of May, actually. Um, January 18th, Thought for the Day. This book was written in the very early days of the 12-step program of AA. Mm. And I would say that millions of people have read this. And it's a daily kind of a, you know, thought for the day, meditation for the day, prayer for the day. These are things that help to keep us closer to, uh, you know, our spiritual being, and to the oneness that we're connected with, you know, and um, is this reading. So, um, yeah, January 18th. The new life can't be built in a day, it says. The new life can't be built in a day. We have to take the program slowly, a little at a time. Our subconscious minds have to be re-educated. That's true, because we are in a trap of old habits, old beliefs. He calls it re-education. I call it surrender, letting go. We have to learn to think differently. Well, yes, or think less. Think less. Uh, we have to get used to sober thinking instead of alcoholic thinking. Yes. Um, Anyone who tries it knows that the old alcoholic thinking is apt to come back on us when we least expect it. Yes. And the alcoholic thinking is selfish and self-centered thinking, is what he's talking about. The alcoholic thinking has us in the middle of it, you know. Yeah, and so that's the way it is with the alcoholic, and that's what happens too when, you know, when we decide to make that decision, say to take our lives, we're really in it, in that selfish and self-centered thinking. You know, we're lost in it, and we can get lost in it, and our job is to help people to see out of it, and to then move out of it, and live in the moment, live in this God-centered life as opposed to self-centered life. So, building a new life is a slow process, but it can be done if we really follow the 12-step program. Am I building a new life on the foundation of sobriety? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Meditation for the day. I will pray daily. It says meditation for the day. I better put my glasses on. Here we go. Oh, gosh. I will pray daily for faith, for it is God's gift. Our faith alone faith alone depends the answer to my prayers. God gives it to me in response to my prayers, because it is a necessary weapon for me to possess for the overcoming of all adverse conditions and the accomplishment of all good in my life. Therefore, I will work to strengthen my faith. Yes. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may so think and live as to feed my faith in God. I pray that my faith may grow, because that with faith God's power becomes available to me. Yes. Yeah. Again, when one of us takes our lives, we've kind of lost faith, haven't we? We've lost the connection. And yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to have a short meditation, and in this meditation, I'd just like us to reach out to my friend, and you know, I'm actually not going to say his name here today. Just know that he's a young man who, because it happened so just yesterday, yeah, I'm not going to just mention his name here yet. Um, but just know that we're going to send love and light and in our meditation today to my friend, our young man who's been in our meditation group for some, for the last year and a half, um, actually, I'm getting that it's okay to say his name. I'm going to say his name. His name was Justin. So just I'd like you to close your eyes and join me for meditation, and yeah, just close your eyes and drop in. We're going to drop in. Use our breath like we do often to come into this center, come into the now. Use your breath. Just find a comfortable spot. As we drop in, just ask that we all say a prayer for Justin, his family. Even though he's left his body, his energy's still all around us. Yesterday I felt it so strong before I even knew. And yeah, it was a really kind of a heavy day yesterday, and I could feel it. And I think a lot of us were having a heavy day yesterday. So let's just pray that his family find peace, his friends all find peace, and they recognize that his passing, it really is a pointing towards, towards the now, towards, I will call it salvation in a way. It's like where we find our connection, our oneness with universal intelligence, with God, is in the moment. And his example is, there to show us that the moment is where peace is, where love is, where joy is, where compassion is. In this moment, unconditional love lives. So let's focus on dropping into that right now in a quiet way. I'm just going to sit for a minute. Let your thoughts go of our conditioning. Everything disappears in the moment. And just sending our love to Justin and his family. Just come back when you're ready. Yeah. Thank you for that. So let's remember to hold Justin in a place of love all day, and hold his family in a place of love all day. And those of you who'd like to join us tonight at 7, we're going to have a Zoom call where we'll come together and share some stories and some love and some prayer and some meditation for Justin and his family. And yeah, so love you guys. I love you lots. I will post the Zoom info on this channel later. So remember, reach out. It seems dark. Well, how dark it seems. This too shall pass. Pray, meditate. I had an old guy in the 12-step world one time. He's like sober 60 years. And I was going through some tough stuff not that many years ago. And he said, "Are you praying?" And I said, "Well, yes." And he said, "Out loud?" I said, "Well, no, I don't think so." He said, "Pray out loud." Impeach him. And so I, I got that it was okay to put voice to my prayers. And so if you're ever, you're in that spot and it looks dark, say, "Hey, God help me, guide me." Bring yourself into the moment with that. It does. It comes like boom. And we're lifted up when we have humility. Humility lifts us up. And everything looks different at that height. So just ask and call a friend and ask. Say, "Hey, tell them the truth." Okay. Love you guys. And I just wanted to mention I have an interview in a bit at 12 o'clock. I'm going to interview my friend Alice Hong. So at noon today, our time in Calgary, Alice and I are going to be on, talk about Alice's last year. And I'm sure this will all come up again. Alice will have lots of input on this. So yeah, at noon today with Alice. Okay, love you guys. Bye.